Are you struggling with creating particles with Niagara in Unreal Engine? Then this video is for you. Hi guys, welcome to the day 16 of learning Unreal Engine. In this video, we will learn how you to use Niagara particles to create effects like falling leaves, debris, snow, etc. as you see on the screen. So without any delay, let's jump into Unreal Engine. So as you guys can see, this is the scene that we have created. Till now we have created the lighting, we have created this flag animation, we have created the level with the help of dash, and now we are going to create particles as you see on the screen. Now these are all the debris that you see which are flying in the scene here. So let's learn how you can create this with the help of Niagara particles. Now this is just a beginner friendly video, so if you haven't touched Niagara particles yet and you are new, this is the perfect time to get started here. So let's start now. I'm going to press F11 here. Let me show you here how does this look. So if I go out, you can see here, these are the debris here. These are the rock debris that are flying here. And you can see they are basically coming in my front of the camera. So let's learn how you can do this quickly. So I'm going to delete the system here, which I have created. And we are going to start from scratch. So let's just go again to my dash camera. So we can see, and let's just right click here. Now before getting started, I have also given the wind here. So it depicts that there is a lot of wind. So if you want to give lot of wind, you can just increase this primary wind strength. So if I take this to 7, just make sure that real time is turned on. And if I click on save, you can see the speed of the wind here, which is really good. Okay. You can do the same thing for the second material as well. So let's just do 6 here as well. And let's just turn off the real time and let's just save. So now you can see this is looking nice. Let's just start with our particle system. So we are going to go to content drawer. Let's just go to content, and here you can see we have this ins underscore debris. So let's just right click here. Let's just create a new Niagara system, and let's just create a empty, because there are lots of preset guides. Again, you can use them. So if you can see, there is a hanging particulars. Okay, particulate. So basically they are flying. Then we have the directional burst like a shotgun effect. Okay, we have the directional burst lightweight as well. Again, you can see we have a confetti burst, we have blowing particles. So these are all the really good starting points that you can use. But if you are a beginner, just follow with me, and then you can use this presets that Unreal Engine has provided. So let's just create an empty Niagara system. Now Niagara system stands for NS. So let's just name it NS underscore debris. And let's just name it to 1, because I already have a debris here. And let's just double click it here. And now you can see we have nothing here. Now if I click on play here, you can see we have nothing in the timeline as well. This is our view. You can rotate with the help of left click. You can zoom in and zoom out with the right mouse button, or scroll in and scroll out depending on the scene that you have. Let's just switch this mode right now. You can see the HDRI. So I don't want to see the HDRI. I am going to switch it to gray ambient. And now you can see we have this gray color, or you can go for gray wireframe as well, or you can change the color as well. There are lots of options to do it. So if you want to change the color, you can go to Windows and go to preview scene settings here. And then what you can do, you can go to lighting, and just you need to make sure in, I think it was in environment. Yeah, it's in environment, and just make sure that environment color is turned on, and just give it a dark color. So now you can see. Okay. So let's just do something like this. This is good. Now, in order to add the particles, you need to have the particles into the scene here. So let's just right click here, and let's just add a emitter. Now again, there are lots of emitters guys, but we are again going to go for minimal Niagara emitter system, because we are going to start from scratch and we are going to add one by one here. So let's just click here. You can see minimal is here. Okay. So how I did that, right click, add emitter, and add minimal Niagara system. So now you can see, but right now you can see there are no particles here. So there are lots of properties here. There is emitter spawn, there is emitter update, there is particle spawn, there is particle update, and there is the render sprite renderer. Okay, sprite renderer is basically your shape that you are going to see here. So let's just start with the particle system. Now in order to add the particle, you get this emitter spawn here. So if you click here, you get two options, spawn rate and spawn per unit. And now if you go for particle emitter update, you can see we have this spawn burst instantaneous, and we have this spawn rate here. Okay, so let's just click on the spawn rate. So now if I click on spawn rate, and if I click on play, okay, you can see we are spawning particles here. But how many particles are getting spawned here? So if I click here, okay, in the spawn rate, you can see it's in the part emitter update. Now always remember guys, we don't want this in the emitter update tab. Okay, you can either put it here or you can put it in the emitter update. So always remember it goes into emitter update or in the emitter spawn. So if I type here burst, let's say, so you can see we are not getting. So always remember, go in the emitter update. Okay, now we have this spawn particles. Let's just increase this to, let's say, 20. Now you can see there are 20 particles which are on top of each other. So what you can do, we can just emit particles from a certain shape. So just click on the particle spawn and here you will find a shape location. So if I click on this, you can see right now it's spawning on the shape. Now what shape is this? So this is basically a sphere, you can see here. So you can change it to cylinder as well. You can change this to torus as well. So if I go on the top view, you can see this is the torus that it is forming here. Okay. Now I can again switch this to sphere and let's just increase the radius. So let's just go for 200 and now you can see we are getting these particles which are born here. Okay. And this is having a sprite render, this default sprite material. So you can see we are getting this material here, which is a default sprite material. Now there are lots of materials and you can edit the color as well. There are lots of stuff that you can do. We are going to see in the future videos as well. Or I've already created a Niagara beginner video. You can check that out as well if you want to. Okay. Now you can see we are getting this. But right now, if you see, we are getting this particles here. But what I want the particles to move forward. Okay. They right now are getting birth at the same place. So how you can do it? It's really easy, guys. Just click here. Okay. And here you will find, if I search here or if you go to particle update as well, if I search for wind, you will find a wind force. And as soon as I add it, you can see there is a error here. There are two errors basically. There is unmet dependencies, and there is second one. So what it needs a sol solver force and velocity. So just click on fix issue. So it will add solve forces and velocities, and there is one more error which is basically of drag. So just click here. Now there are two drags, add new dependency module drag or aerodynamic drag. So it's up to you which you want to select. Both X at the same. So now you can see we have this aerodynamic drag, and this module has a dependency which is basically align sprite to mesh rotation. So it will rotate as well. Okay. So now you can see we are getting this stuff here. Okay. Now you can see this is the result that we are getting. Don't worry about it right now. We are going to make it better. So if you don't want to add a aerodynamic drag, you want the simple spheres which were going, okay, like a glow effect, you can delete this as well. And again go to wind force, just delete this as well. Again go to wind force and just add a normal drag. So as soon as you add a normal drag, you can see we don't have any mesh rotation here. So you get this stuff. This is perfect for me. But if you want to go for that round stuff, you can go if you want to emit like a snow effect. Okay. So this is done. Now let's just define some properties as well. So if I go to wind force here, you can see right now the wind speed is 100 is into 1. Okay, so if I take this to 3, now you can see it's moving fast because 100 is to 3 is 300. So if I do 200 here, so 3 2s are 6. So now it's 600. So now you can see this is how they are moving here. Okay, so if I zoom out, you can see this is how they are moving. Okay, but what I want to collide them to the ground as well. And before doing that, you can also give some turbulence scale. So it does this random thing, and this is looking really good. Okay, you can reduce it as well. So let's just go for 0.8 and you can see the result here. You can also add the curl noise if you want to do that as well. Just type here curl noise. I have already shown this in my particle videos which I have created before, but you can see we are getting this noise as well with the curl noise. Okay, so this is looking nice. Let's just see how does it looks when we apply it to our scene. So let's just go back and let's just stop this simulation. Let's just go to main. Okay, and let's just drag and drop this now. So let's just go to content drawer. Let's just have this NS debris 1. Okay, I'm going to keep it here. And now you can see they are going this side. So if I go out of my camera mode, you can see they are going this side, but I want it in the opposite direction as well. So let's just do that here. So what I want to go it in the opposite direction this side. So it's easy. we just need to go to wind force and just make sure that we are into minus 200 here. So let's just type minus 200. Sorry guys, the children are playing outside, so they are just shouting here. So sorry for the disturbance if you are getting it. So let's just type 200 minus, and let's just save this, and let's just go here, and now you can see they are flying this side. So if I go to my camera here, dash camera, you can see here as well, this is the result that we are getting. Now you can play with the, what we say, the time, what we say, the lifetime, so how much they should live here. And right now you can see they are going inside, so you can add a collision as well. But before doing that, let's just go to initialize particle, and here you can find the lifetime mode. I want them to be random, but live, I want them to live much more. So let's just go for 11 and 15, so they live for like 15 seconds. And if I go here, now you can see it's looking nice, but they are going downwards here. So I am going to rectify this as well. But plus you can see they are not having any gravity, so let's just add a gravity as well. So let's just go to particle update, and let's just add a gravity force. Okay, if I click on play here, you can see here we are getting this gravity which is going downward. So what we can do, we can just increase this wind force, let's say to 400. And now you can see they are still going downwards here. So what we can do, we can increase the wind speed rate to, let's say, 6. And now you can see here, this is how they are looking. And if I see here, you can see the result here. This is looking good. But let's just add a collision as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause this here. I'm going to click here, and let's just add a collision. Okay. And let's just add this. This is done. Let's just go to main. Okay. Let's just save this here. And let's just click on play. And now you can see they are colliding. But what has happened? The particles have got really small here. So they are really small. So what I can do, I can increase the size here. Okay. So again, go to your initialize particles. Just go to sprite size. Just make it random uniform. So you get the variation here. Now you can see we have certain size here, which is not that big. So let's just start with 10. And let's just go till 20. Yeah, now we can see the particles here. And if I go here, now you can see that as well. And you can see they are bouncing as well in onto our ground here. So we are getting that collision effect as well. I think we can increase the wind as well. Okay. Or maybe we can reduce the gravity, but let's just increase the wind force here. Let's just go to 8 maybe. Okay. And now let's see. Yeah, this is looking much better. Okay. We can take this upwards and take this backwards. We can take it much upwards here. Don't worry guys. So this is looking nice here. But what I want, I don't want this. I want to be a mesh. So we can do that as well. Plus I want some rotations as well. So what you can do, you can just go here and just type here what we say. Let me just remember. Yeah. Mesh rotation. Okay. Or something like that it was. So you can see here we have the mesh rotation. So you can add that as well, or you can directly go here. Okay. Sorry, not here. In your particle spawn, and you can initialize mesh orientation. So it will rotate basically. Okay. So now you can see they are rotating here. So if I do go here, so you can see they are getting rotated. So this is what we call initial mesh orientation. Okay. And if I go here, now you can see the mesh are getting rotated. But what I want to replace this sprite render with our mesh. Okay, you can definitely go here and change the shape as well. Okay, so if I go to initialize particle here, you can just make the size more, what we say, uneven as well. You can do all the stuff here in the sprite render as well. You can see here. Okay, but you can change here also. So let's just go for this text, let's say. So you will see here we are getting that text here. But what I want to replace it with our debris here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click here, and I am going to add a mesh render. Okay, mesh is basically what we say, a mesh that you want to use, a static object. Okay, so let's just go to our meshes here. Then let's just open this, and we are going to replace this with our what we say, rock. Okay, so I have downloaded a rock from Megascan here. So if I go downwards here, if I go to surfaces, I have this where it is, yeah, in 3D, and here you will find it here. uh yeah, sandstone rocky, I think it was. No, not this one. Yeah, here it is, Icelandic rock. Okay, so you can see this is the rock that I want to use as a debris here. So let's just use this here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace this here. So let's just click here, and now you can see we have this. Now we need to play, guys, in order to see the size. So right now you can see the size is really big here. So if I go here, you can see they are really big. It's like a rock that are falling down from some boulder or something like that. Okay, I don't want this, and you can see they are bouncing off really good. So let's just decrease the size here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my initialize particle. So if you remember, here it is. So let's just do 1 and 2. So let's just see here, they are still big. So let's just do 0.009 and zero point 0.1. Okay, so let's just see here. Now it are still big, but why this is happening? Yeah, so this is sprite. So what we need to do, we need to do unset here, and here is our mesh scale mode. Okay, just do it uniform, and right now you can see it's 1, but I am going to go for random uniform, and let's just do 0.009 to zero point 0.1, let's say. And now you can see we are getting the small debris here. Yeah, these are looking good, but maybe we can increase the size here. Okay, so let's just do maybe 0.3. Yeah, this is looking nice. Let's just see here. Okay, maybe 0.3 is way too much, so let's just go for 0.2. This is all about what you want to achieve in your scene. So yeah, this is looking nice. Now let's just go out of our camera, and let's just take this upwards here, guys, something like this, so we can see they are flying. And let's just see how this is looking into our cine camera. Yeah, this is looking nice, and you can see the rocks are really flying here, but we can make it much more smaller, maybe 0.1515. Yeah, this is nice. You can see this is looking good. Okay, and maybe we can disable the gravity force in order to see the particles. Okay, this is looking nice, but maybe we can now move it downwards here, something like this. And let's just increase the particles, because right now they are really low here. So what we can do, we can just go to our spawn rate, and let's just do from 20 to, let's say, 50. Okay, now you can see there are lots of particles that are flying here. Okay, and if I go to my dash camera, now you can see there are lots of particles that are flying. Okay, and we can maybe move it downward somewhat like this, and let's just take a copy by holding the Alt key here and here. Okay, and let's just go again to my dash camera, and yeah, now you can see these are looking really good. So what I can do as well, I can move them downwards as well. So if I go here, if I go to my Z, I can move this downward or upward depending on the location. So let's just go out here, maybe move this downward. Okay, something like this. Move this also downwards like this, and let's just see how this is looking. Yeah, this is looking good actually, and maybe we can move this backward here. Yep, this is looking nice, and maybe we can take one more, but in front of the camera, let's say. Okay, so let's just take one more object here, but in front of camera, something like this. Okay, so you can see this is how it is looking. Yep, this is looking nice, and now you can see there are lots of particles that are flying here. Okay, then you can play with the position and all that stuff. You can make it bigger as well, so it's easy. Just make the shape location bigger, and you will have a bigger sphere radius here. So now you can see there are lots of flying rocks here. So now if I go to my dash, and now you can see this is looking nice. Okay, and let's just press the G key. Let's just press the play here, simulation. And if I press F11, you can see there are lots of debris that are flying. You can increase this much more as well if you want, like a tsunami of rocks that are flying here. So what you can do, you can just go to spawn rate, just do 100, but make sure that your system supports all that stuff. Okay, just make sure that you can handle, your GPU can handle this stuff. You can see right now my GPU can easily handle. So now you can see this is looking really good. Okay, you can make it much lower as well, and you can see the rocks are really flying, like they are going, then the wind is really fast. Okay, you can make this faster as well by animating the material. Okay, and in the same way you can create dust particles as well. So let's say if you want to have some dust particles, you can have the spear, or you can model some stuff out like a snowflake, and then you can edit instead of this you can edit as a mesh. So there are lots of options that you can do. Okay guys, and if you want you can also add a color, and if you want to learn how you can add a color and glow effect and all that stuff, do check out the video. I will just add it in the description, introduction to Niagara particles, and you can watch that out, so you will know what exactly I'm talking about. And you can see the rocks are flying now. Okay, you can see this is looking nice. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I am going to sorry, I'm going to create one more video in this part, which where I'm going to explain the post process volume and how you can render this out like a 5 to 10 seconds animation video. Okay, I will talk about that in the next video with the help also we are going to discuss post process volume, lumen samples and all that stuff, and then we are going to render it out. And after that I am planning to start a series on maybe automotive visualization or uh, architecture visualization. Do let me know in the comments what you want to see next. And yeah, I'm working on the meta human cloth system, custom cloth system as well. So stay tuned for that, because I am getting not that much time to spend on Unreal Engine these days due to some work, but I will definitely try to come up with that video soon. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like this video, please press that like button, share it with your friends who wants to learn Unreal Engine, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it. And let me know in the comments down how you like this video and what you want to see in the future. Till then, I will see you next time. Bye bye guys. Take care.